Hello, this is just some guys, and today we are using Spencer's shitty microphone, so we're kind of on top of each other at the moment.
Yes, we are. It's fun.
Yeah, today it's going to be just us, just like the old, like the first video.
Those are the old days.
Those were the old days. It happened remember back in the day, about a month ago.
Pepper Charm remembers.
Oh yeah. And I'm also eating Spencer's M&M's, and I have Spencer's soda right over there. He doesn't have Dr. Pepper.
Sad. It's a sad day for you, isn't it?
Yeah, you should have more Dr. Pepper.
I'm sorry, Victor. I never would do anything to displease you. I really wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
I love you so much.
Yeah, but today I managed to get Sonic Generations. I haven't played it yet, but I'm sure it's very, very good.
Yeah.
IGN said it was very, very well. IGN said it was good.
And IGN is always in the right.
Well, because people still pissed at IGN because I don't know. I
There's
guess
a
the
number of
reviews.
reasons.
I guess I do. I guess the reviews weren't good enough for them. I guess they gave I have a
yeah.
question to anybody that was mad about that IGN review, and if you're a Sonic fan, it's like you said because I keep hearing things like IGN is biased and shit, and I'm like because apparently IGN said Sonic Generations has chunky controls and poor and somewhat poor music, like they don't want to listen to City Escape over and over again, and I could understand that.
I love that song.
Well, it's an okay song, but as for me, yeah, I like it, but I don't.
You don't love it? You're not
Yeah.
a true Sonic fan.
Well,
Obviously.
I like it. But they also
Not
said
enough.
that they had chunky controls, and that's when another reason why people got mad. Because oh my god, Sonic Generation has chunky controls. Every game has flaws
You mean
to some extent.
clunk
Well, not Uncharted 3, but
clunky controls?
yeah, clunky controls. They kind of refer to it as that. Chunky controls actually chunky. Chunky controls.
Like fat controls? I was like, did they eat too many Big Macs? But
Also, the few bosses, like they said, they gave them a point down for having few bosses, and I could understand that. 9 stages, 7 bosses. Why can't there be 9 bosses?
isn't there is there 3 bosses?
No, there's 9. Well, technically, there's 3 bosses and 3 rivals. Because there's a difference.
Oh, okay. Now I know. Well, the big thing IGN always does is that pretty much when a game comes out that's like really, really popular, they usually give it a perfect score. And they did that with GTA 4, Metal Gear Solid 4, and I think they did that with Uncharted 3.
Yeah, they did that with Uncharted 3. They gave it a 10 out of a 10. I'm like, I'm sure there's one thing wrong with that game. I'll find it myself.
I know there's things wrong with GTA 4 and Metal Gear Solid 4.
Well, no, every game will eventually have chunky controls.
They're all gonna have chunky
No
controls.
game will ever be perfect, and I'm sure that this Sonic Generation will have a lot of flaws in it.
The controls need to adapt to fat
And
Americans,
see, here's the thing. If you don't agree with IGN, do your own review. Which is, by the way, what I'm planning on doing. I'm gonna do a review. See if it works. In about a month or a year.
No one's gonna watch it.
No, I'm gonna give it a try. My first review will be Sonic Generations. And I'll see how that works. And it will be very poorly done.
And I won't watch it.
No, you won't.
And no one will.
And you won't even be in it.
Good.
But I was hoping if I could borrow your video camera.
Victor, my video camera is my computer.
Could I borrow your computer, please?
Sure. I don't see that ending badly.
Could I then afterwards smash it on the ground because it's such a piece of shit?
Yeah, that sounds fine. It's disposable like that.
Alright,
One-time use.
alright, good.
That's how they make computers now.
Yeah, but like I was saying, if you don't agree with IGN's review, and if you I don't understand why they gave it an 8.5, they convinced me to buy the game, then make your own review.
So they were pissed off because it wasn't a 10, right? Or a 9.0.
No, they were pissed off because they were complaining about little things.
Oh,
the chunky
okay.
controls and stuff.
Well, I think that's better than just, sometimes reviewers, they say, this game had some flaws, but I'm giving it a 10 anyway.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's Halo. It's Grand Theft Auto. I have to give it a perfect score.
In
Otherwise,
my opinion, there should be no game ever that should be a 10 out of a 10.
yeah, I know. I agree with that too. It's just I like I said, it's just people like, oh, this game was, it's a popular franchise, and if we give it a poor score, we're gonna have to listen to all these angry fanboys or fangirls. So just give them a nice score. Let them shut the fuck up, and then we don't have to deal with it.
I wonder if that's actually how they feel about it.
I don't know, other than Yahtzee, who gives it the worst score possible because he wants to piss them off intentionally.
Oh, Yossi, you know we love you, but you're full of shit.
He is funny though. I like that.
To be honest, I never saw Yahtzee. I
Why
might.
are you saying Yahtzee? How can you say he's full of shit? You haven't even watched it.
I don't know. I love him, but I'm sure he's full of shit like me.
Well, of course you love him. He's a British guy living in Australia.
So, Troy, what do you think? Troy?
Tori, you need to get here now. By the time this gets onto YouTube, it'll probably be like 3 hours in the past. So we need you to go 3 hours in the past.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Don't do that. You're fired.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. What other topics did you want to talk about?
Actually, I just wanted to talk about Sonic.
Okay, do you want to talk about our history with Sonic?
Oh yeah. Do you know how Sonic originally first came along?
Like how they came up with the idea of Sonic?
Yeah, how they came up with the idea. There was actually like a lot of ideas tied into it. Sonic also was originally supposed to be a rabbit, and there were a few ideas going around. One, and it almost got tied. This was almost a choice for the red armadillo. They were going to pick a red armadillo or a blue hedgehog. It was either one of those two. They decided to go with the blue hedgehog, which eventually came to Sonic. The red armadillo, however, he came back for a short amount of time, and he was Mighty, the armadillo. You played Knuckles Chaotix, haven't you?
Yes, I have actually.
Is it a good game?
Yeah, when I played it was pretty fun. It'd be funner with two people. I played it on an emulator.
I haven't played it yet. I mean, like, I don't think I ever will, but...
You can go get it on Visboard.
Oh.
You know Visboard, right?
No, I don't know any of these things.
It's a emulator site. You can just play it right on the website. And then you can also save your progress.
Why don't you have a Dr. Pepper?
Why don't you go buy me a Dr. Pepper?
Because you're better. I'm better than you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was basically how Sonic came about, and like they basically wanted to have their own mascot and a challenge to go against Mario because somehow nobody could overtop a little brown man that jumps up and gets off.
Because Italians are brown now.
Well, no, he was wearing brown overalls when he first started out.
Yes.
Because when I first played Mario, I literally just thought he was a brown dot.
I don't think I thought that. One of the other ideas was that, and this eventually became Robotnik, was they wanted a character that was like, it looks like Robotnik, but he's in pajamas.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's how Robotnik came, but I think it was actually supposed to... I think it was one of the choices for the Hedgehog. Sonic.
Yeah, for the protagonist. Because you know who their original original mascot was, right, at Sega?
Oh, wasn't it, Alex Kidd?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Alex Kidd. When did Sega first came about? 1989, right?
It was like... Sega's been around forever. Both Nintendo and Sega have been around forever,
Well,
but...
I thought Sega, like, appeared in the late 80s, and Nintendo was in the 70s.
So, from what I remember, Nintendo has been doing, like, card games since 1890.
Yeah.
And they did, like, old, like, arcade games, like pinballs and stuff like that, since, like, the 40s, so... They originally were American, did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they got bought by a Japanese company.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite Sega game, besides Sonic, I guess? Well, I doubt Sonic was your favorite. Have you played much Sega?
I've played a lot of Sonic games.
Oh.
Favorite Sega game. Honestly, I probably would go with Jet Grind Radio.
Comic Kid. Wait, Comic Zone. Yeah, Comic Zone. Oh, and Shining Force. And Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Wait, I said besides Sonic. Okay.
But yeah, you should play Jet Grind Radio.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or Jet Set Radio, or whatever it's... I love that game so much, but I don't know its title.
You
I
should
think
get
it's Jet Grind Radio in the States.
You should get a life.
I should.
Oh god, I hate that comment.
Should get a life?
Yeah, the get a life comment is so stupid and pointless.
Like you!
Yeah. Well, I'm getting off topic. Oh, do you want to know another funny thing?
You?
Today is Sonic Tuesday. Have you heard about how that stupid phrase kind of came about? It was only for one day. Did you know that Sonic 2, they came out on a Tuesday?
Well, most games come out on Tuesday.
Well, like Sonic 2 came out on Tuesday, and since it and what they did is they called it Sonic Tuesday because like when it first came out because it was Sonic 2 and it was on a Tuesday. That was so clever.
I know, that's very clever. You gotta award those marketing guys. They really are doing their job well.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know that Uncharted 3 it came out 1-1-1-1-1? Did I put too many ones in there? Might have.
Maybe.
It was 1-1-1-1-1, and then Skyrim is coming out 1-1-1-1-1-1.
One.
So isn't that clever?
No.
You critic.
I am. I'm a critic.
You're not a lovable Brit who lives in Australia. You can't be a critic.
I am lovable, and I'm not Australian.
And you're not overweight either.
Actually, I am overweight.
Oh, don't say that. You're very thin.
No, I'm like not that bad, but I'm not. You're skinny. You mean like you don't eat, but
I don't.
you gotta. That could be serious, man. That could be very serious. Okay. What's your favorite Sonic
Is this a special episode about eating disorders?
Yeah, it will be. Well, actually, that will be the next episode. This is a special episode about Sonic. The next episode will be a special episode about eating disorders. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm getting so much pressure from the girls to stay fit, so I'm glad you're gonna help me through that. But anyway, let's go back to Sonic.
What was your favorite Sonic game?
Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And I know that's technically two separate games, but you have to play them
To be
together.
honest, like I like the Sonic 3 and Knuckles too, but I have to admit I don't like Sonic and Knuckles alone.
I don't really like it that much either.
I mean, like when it's combined with Sonic 3, it's great.
Yeah, well, that's how it was meant to be played. But what happened was Sonic. They wanted to be like, oh, we got to release a Sonic game for the holiday season, and we only have what's like Sonic 3. You know, what became Sonic 3 done.
Yeah.
So just sip that out, and then we'll send out Sonic and Knuckles later.
Yeah, I mean, like I kind of wish that they would have put it together.
Yeah, it would have been better. Did you It was weird. I did a random Google search, and it turned out this like whole like alternate history if they had released it as one game that Sega would still be around, and Sony would have combined with Microsoft or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think that would be. Well, that could have been true. That's called the butterfly effect.
Yeah, it was really random. I don't know why. I don't know. And if you want to find it, I don't know where it is.
That's great. Oh, also, like, if you look on the internet, there's like a lot of stuff about Sonic Generations. Everything is up there, literally.
Everything's up on the internet.
Everything up on the internet. But like, that's the thing. Like, when it started to come out, they showed every cutscene. The ending cutscene is on there, by the way. Also, there was somebody that's doing the very first. Somebody actually ended up doing a Let's Play of Sonic Generations on Friday, and he was the first one to do the Let's Play. And I said, dude, congratulations on being the first one to do a Let's Play on Sonic Generations. So, yeah.
Did he reply back to
Yeah,
you?
he said, thanks, man. Well, I also said, congratulations on doing the first Let's Play on Sonic Generations. I will not watch this. Like, and he was like, thanks, man. And I could understand spoilers and stuff. And it's like, he is the first guy to do the first Let's Play of Sonic Generations. I don't know his name. Well, actually, I do. I think it's actually Sonic. What do you know? With a couple with a couple numbers at the end. And you know what? I don't remember what they are.
You're Sonic as well. You're Kel Sonic.
Yeah, well, you're Solid Snake.
34
Oh, okay.
on PSN.
Oh, yeah, and you never go on there.
I don't,
Why don't you go on there?
because I hate you.
You know what? We're gonna start doing podcasts on your channel.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I like my channel.
I'm actually Solid Snake 765 on there.
And
I think.
and yeah, and you have nothing to show for it.
I don't.
There's nothing there.
There isn't.
You think you'll ever upload a video just for